What's up everyone, my name is Nick and today we are in deep Sarawak. We are in Kanowit. I've never been here, so I'm gonna explore. Our first stop is Kubu Emma. There's an old fort here from the Rajang Brook time, and of course Kanowit is situated on the majestic largest river in Sarawak, the Rejang River. So we're gonna explore Kanowit, Bintangor and Sarikei today, and you're gonna join me. My dad's there as well. Hello!
Hi.
Let's get this video started. This is Global Gibbon. I made a new friend. She doesn't say much, but she seems very wise. Overlooking the Rajang River, protecting Kanowit. Alright, so this is Fort Emma, Kubu Emma. It was originally built a long time ago in 1851 by, of course, James Brooke. And this fort is called Kubu Emma, Fort Emma. And who's Emma? Well, Emma was the sister of James Brooke, so he named this fort after her. Now, this is the ground floor, and there's two floors here. So originally, the ground floor was used to hold prisoners, and the upper floor was for the government officials with their little offices. So let's explore a little. Now the fort is empty. There's nothing much here, but you can see how it used to be. And why did they build this fort here on the Rejang River, which we can see from here? Well, this was to stop all these pirates, the Gibbon communities that lived upriver, that didn't agree with the Brooke way of thinking in the government. So these Gibbon warriors would often attack the Brooke government, and one of these forts would repel them, protect people around here from these bad warriors. Luckily, now everyone works together and we're all at peace. But can you imagine 170 years ago, you're a soldier here under the Brooke government. You're sitting here with your guns, your cannons, and then you see a longboat or a couple of longboats coming down the river and they're shouting, ready to attack you. How would you feel? Interesting. Exploring this middle Sarawak, we keep running into these human skulls. In the previous longhouse we went to last week, and now again in Fort Emma. Skulls. Okay, so this is downtown Kanowit. Waterfront over there. Let's go for a walk, see what's happening here in this little cool town. Seems quite active, busy. It's Friday morning now. A lot of people eating. Nice. Alright, and every little bigger, smaller town in Sarawak has, of course, a Tua Pekong, the main temple in the village. And this one is located, beautiful spot, overlooking the Rajang River. So let's go check out the Tua Pekong here. Every Tua Pekong would have a lion, but I think this is the happiest lion I've ever seen at a Tua Pekong. He's happy. He's happy to be in Kanowit. So Kanowit, like every little town, it's like a bazaar. So a lot of people will come down here and buy their school uniforms. There are hardware shops here. There is stuff with fishing nets for the fishermen around here, like this jala. So this is definitely a hub for all the villages around to buy their necessary items before they go back home. So did you know where Kanowit got its name from? Well, there is a Melanau ethnic group called the Kanowit. So this town was named after this ethnic group. And they're still around here, but they live in a smaller little village nearby. Okay, Bob, first impressions of Kanowit.
Rainy. No, it's a nice place. Nice place to visit.
While I've got my coffee and it rains heavily, we can't go anywhere. So let me tell you a little bit about the history of Kanowit. So, back in the day, James Brooke sailed up to Kanowit in the 1850s, in 1840. In 1846, James Brooke took a boat and sailed up to the Rejang River because there were a lot of attacks from the Gibbon on his little state that was called Sarawak, which is now Kuching. Now, Kanowit, this area, was a small little village. There was only a small little village of the Kanowit people. Now, they had a similar lifestyle and culture as the Malanao, and also their language was pretty similar, people who lived here. So they are known as the Malanao of Kanowit in Pringle Packer. Now, James Brooke came up here and he met with them. They were all peaceful, but he was trying to ward off all these Gibbon warriors that came and attacked Sarawak back then, Ching. Now, then later on in 1851, I believe, he built Fort Emma to protect, to hold those Gibbon warriors off, not to come all the way down to Ching. Even though back in the day when he built that fort, this area was still under the Bruneian rule, so under the Bruneian Empire. And later on, the whole Rejang River was eventually given to Raja Brooke to manage.
Alright, behind me is the St. Joseph Xavier Church here in Kanowit, and we were told that there's a gallery here. So let's see if they're open and see what's inside. Unfortunately, no one seems to be here. I would have loved to see those glass-stained windows up there. But yes, there is a gallery here. St. Joseph Xavier. So we're gonna have a look at the church. This is the church, originally built in 1885, I believe. Unfortunately, it burnt down in the 60s and then they rebuilt it. This one looks nice, built in 68. Alright, so that was St. Francis Xavier. Unfortunately, no one here. Maybe I should come back on a Sunday morning and join one of the morning Sunday masses. Now, I think it's time to head to our next destination. Where that might be exactly, I'm not sure, but eventually we'll end up at Bintangor. So let's go! So on the way to Bintangor, we've decided to take the ruralist road along the Rajang River. And we have no idea how or where we're gonna end up, but it's so nice and peaceful here. I was driving across this bridge here and I saw something on my left, so I stopped the car, jumped out. Look at this in the middle of nowhere. I mean, I love this bridge, and then there was just a spot of red, and it was a nice little temple on this beautiful river. How quaint. Found ourselves a nice little place between Kanowit and Bintangor. And it's beautiful here. This used to be a very old jetty, and this was the main jetty to bring people from Sibu to Sarikei and Bintangor. And now it's not used much as a jetty anymore, but there's a little restaurant overlooking the Rajang River. So it's time to eat. Happy? I asked for their specialties, and this is what I got. Laksa from here in the 8th sea. Perfect lunch. We've made it to Bintangor, a little town, not super tiny, but not that big as either, on the Rejang River. And yeah, let's have a little look around before we're heading off to Sarikei. So Bintangor used to be the main hub between Sarikei and Sibu. It used to be a bustling little town. Now it's still quite happening, but it seems to have become a little bit more quiet. And I heard that Bintangor is known for this very big lime. That's the fruit of Bintangor. And I think that's it. I mean, it's always nice to see the Rejang River. There was a Ramadan bazaar, but I think now it's
time to head on over to Sarikei, our final destination for today. And let's check out that town, which should be a little bit bigger. Never been there before, so let's go to Sarikei. It's the next morning and we need some breakfast here in Sarikei, and I was told that this is the best place to have breakfast. Aikseng, Sarikei. Let's go have breakfast and explore the rest of Sarikei. Sarikei breakfast. Coffee and kaya butter buns. Charcoal fire. Lekker, nice. Rain or shine, the fun must go on. So let's check out the Sarikei market. Orang kucing. This is a huge market, and I thought this behind me was it, but apparently there's another building twice as big here. So Sarikei has definitely got one of the biggest markets in Sarawak. Wow, this is huge. Alright, that was the second hall, but apparently there is a third hall as well. What? I must say I have not seen this much seafood, and the sizes of the prawns. There were sharks, there were crabs. I have not seen this much seafood since the Muka wet market, I think. This is very impressive. So many people. So busy. Look at all this fish. Jellyfish. Ayam kampong. Hey.
Hello.
Hey,
Hi.
welcome to Sarikei.
Okay, welcome to Sarikei Central Market.
Alright. And we found another little market here. Oh. And another kind of market. So far I've counted at least 5 or 6 halls and buildings that are kind of like markets. Love it. Here's the bus station. So if you don't have a car but you want to come to Sarikei, easy peasy, you'll drop off right here in downtown Sarikei. And of course, Sarikei is right on the Rejang River, making it a huge local hub for people living up the river, down the river. They would all come here, you know, for hundreds of years or for decades. This would have been a hub where they would do their trading and where they would sell their rubber sheets from the jungles where they produce rubber, pepper and all these other produce here from Sarawak. They would sell it here, and then the big merchants would purchase it here and then send it over to China and wherever. So it's always a beautiful bloodline, these rivers all over the world. People have always lived along rivers, and this would have been the main way to travel. Right now we've got roads, but back in the day it was all done on these rivers. Man, I really like Sarikei. It's found a little place into my heart. Alright, and I end with the pineapple of Sarikei. Sarikei was definitely and possibly still is the main producer of great pineapples here in Sarawak, so it's also called the pineapple city or pineapple town of Sarawak, possibly even in the whole of Malaysia. Now this is the end of the video. I had a great time exploring. Where did we go? We went to Kanowit, we went to Bintangor, a small little town, and we explored Sarikei. I will definitely come back to Sarikei because I love this city. It's got a nice, big enough size. There's a lot of things going on. The market was really impressive. You don't see that many markets in Malaysia that are that big, with live chickens, all these crabs, so much seafood, so many fruits, meat, deep, everything was there. Now, like I said, this is the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please leave a comment and let me know what you think of these 3 locations that we visited today, and whether you're from there and maybe I should come back and explore some more of these locations. And leave a comment and tell me where to go next time. I'll be going to Sabah next time, so that'll be the next video. Now, for now, this is it. We'll see you again next week. See you. Bye-bye.